Hi, I'm Holly Wakastora, a certified Iyengar yoga teacher, and today we're practicing, for those of you who are already practicing Sarvangasana for 5 minutes, we're going to drop over into Setu Bandha Sarvangasana, which is a back bend. So I'm going to start with just 2 blankets because after I drop over, I'm going to walk my legs out towards the wall in front of me. So because I'm dropping over, I want my shoulders and my feet to be as close as possible in the same plane of space while using the blankets to protect my cervical vertebra. Okay? So in this pose, we use a belt to help us maintain the action of turning the upper arms from the inside out. And see how when I do that, it takes my outer shoulders down towards the floor and creates space at the top of the shoulders and the neck. So first I'm going to take my belt and lift up into Padasana, or at least the semblance of one, and turn my upper arms and tuck my shoulder blades underneath me and pull them towards my buttocks. Okay, so as I press down on the tops of my shoulders, the backs of my upper arms and my fingernails, I bend my knees into my chest and swing my legs over my head and come to Halasana. Now, Halasana has an artha, a purpose here. The purpose of Halasana is to see that we take the feet back far enough towards the wall behind us so that we can get up onto the tops of those shoulder blades. Okay, now see how when I turn my upper arms from the inside out and press the tops of my thighs up towards the ceiling and reach through my inner heels, my trunk lifts even further off the floor. Now, putting your hands on skin is, rather than cloth, is a better plan here. So in Sarvangasana, sometimes the positions of the hand is like this. Eventually, you want the position of the hands to turn so that the wrists and the fingers are facing the ceiling, and the thumbs. And then from here, I'm coming up to Sarvangasana. Okay, now watch how I move the middle of the buttock forward, and I stretch up from the root of the thighs to the ankles. So I'm not letting the ankles pull down towards the thighs. I'm reaching the thighs and the knees up towards the ankles and the feet. Okay, now here, I'm not going to let the buttocks and the tailbone drop. I'm going to move the middle buttock and the tailbone in as I move my back ribs in towards the front of my chest. And with an exhalation, see how I bend my knees and I lift the middle buttock and the tailbone up, and I use my hands to lift my back ribs up as I drop my feet over onto the floor. Now once you're here, you can use your hands to get a little higher up on the tops of those shoulders and to lift the back ribs even more, because you're about to walk your feet out. Now watch how when I walk my feet out, I push my heels into the floor to shift the weight back over to my shoulders. So my back ribs stay lifted because I'm gripping my buttocks, my tailbone, and my kidneys and using my heels to shift the weight over and over and over again. To come back up, I walk in, get up onto the balls of those toes, and lift from the tailbone and the hands. Remember that when you come out of shoulder stand to always take your arms over your head, look back at your toes, and then bend your knees and slowly lower your waist and buttocks down to the floor. Namaste.